Monday, everyone. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to your week. Let's go. I am excited today because this week we are getting the release of a brand new Pokemon game, Legends of Arceus. Let's go. Who is all hype in the chat? We got Dave Pokemaniacs Packs dropping some fire. We got Susan saying Market Monday and Manatee Nation comes alive. Let's go. Woo, woo. Absolutely, Susan. We got Dark Magician Girl saying hi. Dave's dropping some more fire. Love to see it. Blade Freak is dropping the fire and the blades. Love to see it, Blade Freak. Valor Fennekin says, looking forward to the presentation on this upcoming release. Thank you, Valor Fennekin. I was enjoying putting it together. And I will say, as a cautionary in the beginning of this video, there will be spoilers. I tried to keep it limited to things just at the very beginning tutorial of the game and tried to keep things light on this to not reveal spoilers as much as possible. But I will also say that I'm not going to cover any of the leaked content in this because I want to respect the Pokemon Company's wishes and just cover the official things that they've already unveiled. And even then, I still want to keep some things as a surprise for people. But on top of that, after the game releases, I want to come out with a more detailed video that covers everything, including the content that has been since leaked. Jedi Master Squirtle says, I too am looking forward to it. Let's go, Jedi Master Squirtle. Happy to see you in the chat and had a great time hanging out yesterday. This game makes me really want to buy a Switch for my kids, says Blade Freak. Totally, Jedi Master Squirtle taking the words out of my mouth saying, do it! Absolutely, you got to play the game first, Blade Freak, to make sure it's age appropriate, says Jedi Master Squirtle. I like that a lot. It's like when the parents say they got to taste the desserts to make sure they're not poisonous ahead of time. Let's go. Susan saying hello. We got Rita Carter in the chat. Let's go. Star Wars Hockey Fan says peanut butter time. Let's go. Think Manatee is going to wear some kind of Nintendo shirt today, says Blade Freak. I got to get one. I got to find what I have, but definitely I'll be streaming the game on release day. So I'll definitely have some Pokemon shirt on for Friday when I'm streaming the game after I get off work. And also, I should mention Jedi Master Squirtle will be streaming the game earlier on during the day. He gets off, he's going to be getting off work early that day, or maybe even possibly taking the day off. I forget which Jedi Master Squirtle, but I know he will be streaming from about 1 to 5 early in the day. For those of us that are going to be at work, we can pop in for a little entertainment. Yo, we got Glalie Games in the chat as well. Let's go, Glalie. Happy to see you in the chat. How are you doing on the Demon Slayer? Have you caught up on season 2 yet? Tonight, I'm going to be watching I think it's the 8th or the 9th episode, whatever the most recent one was, with my brother, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Had a great time over the weekend watching the pay-per-view with you and some others as well. Jedi Master Squirtle was in there. Valor Fennekin popped in for a little bit as well with the muted mic. We had Catch 'Em All was there. Of course, Old Time Poke, Ren and Friends. Great time watching that UFC 270 pay-per-view on Saturday night. That was awesome. We got to watch Francis Ngannou, who I thought was going to come out with all the knockout shots. Instead, he went for the wrestling approach on this one. D1 All-American Francis Ngannou to get the decision and defend the belt was awesome to see. Rita Carter saying hello to everyone. Love to see that as well. Let's go, Dave. Okay, sorting can wait till tomorrow. The Manatee is going. Let's go, Dave. Happy to have you. Let's go. How are you doing today? I'm curious, Dave, which of the starters are you going to be picking in Legends of Arceus? Do you plan on getting the game? Star Wars Hockey Fan says shirtless, eating peanut butter, and drinking chocolate milk out of a tall glass. That's how you bino the AlbinoManatee, says Star Wars Hockey Fan. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Love to get the peanut butter status. Ooh, dropping the long thing over there. I meant to click into the card cam because I want to start opening up some packs. I got to open up some packs with Jedi Master Squirtle and Ryan Miller over the weekend too. And I did get a full art Gyarados from Evolving Skies, which then I traded to Jedi Master Squirtle for a full art Aroma Lady that I was missing from my set today. Yo, Sleeping Snorlax 72 is in the chat. Let's go. I really enjoyed watching your video today, Sleeping Snorlax 72, with the slabs from Bigsley. That was awesome. Loved seeing that video. Loved the selection of slabs that you had on there. But Mod could be so kind as to drop the video of Sleeping Snorlax drop today. I'd greatly appreciate that, because if you haven't seen it yet, I think that you should. And Valor, I know that you did. I saw you in the comments there. Yo, John Fowler just subscribed. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing, John Fowler. I appreciate it. Welcome to the AlbinoManatee Nation. Reverse Shelgon. What do we got behind the reverse Shelgon? We got a non-hollow pincer. Valor Fennekin says, let's go, Pax! I heard the lightweight UFC fight was awesome. True, says Susan? Yes, it was. It was. It was the flyweight title belt with Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo. That was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, it seemed like y'all had a great time. Couldn't unmute again as I was multitasking. LOL. No worries, Valor Fennekin. Always love to have you join in. Be right back, says Valor Fennekin. Let's go. I'm a Cyndaquil guy, me, says Pokemaniacs Pax Dave. Ooh, a Gen 2 guy. I like it. I am really digging the Cyndaquil as well, and I'm leaning towards it. Happy Monday. Vito is working with me in the office today, so you're on in the background as I end my workday. Oh, let's go. Thank you, Cindy, for tuning in during your workday. I love to hear that, and I hope you and Vito are having a great day today. Hope I can make it a little bit better. We got a Dedenne. Yo, that's a Yukimori just in time. As Glalie, I know he is the fan of the Yukimori artworks. Pikapek, Manatee, do you have a Discord? I do have like a personal Discord, but I mostly just keep it like literally just me. Because honestly, I'm not in there all the time. Honestly, I'm more, most of the time in my free time, I am in a Discord, my brother's Discord with his group of friends. But maybe I should open up a Discord at some point. Coding Energy, but I know Pokeballer Mike has got an awesome Discord, and so does Panda, Max v Max Plays. So if you're looking for a Discord and you're not in those, I definitely recommend Pokeballer Mike's and Max v Max Plays. That's actually, we were hanging out in Pokeballer Mike's on Saturday. So I feel like just to keep it most people are already in Pokeballer Mike, so I feel like if I'm going to hang out with people in the community, I might as well just jump into Pokeballer Mike's and bring some love into there. So Reverse Coding Energy, very nice to see a special energy. And then what do we got behind it? We got the Lycan Rock non-hollow. Yo, Pokeshed's in the house. What is up, Pokeshed? Happy to see you. How are you doing today? I am having a fantastic day. Thank you, Jedi Master Squirtle, for dropping the Sleeping Snorlax video. I appreciate it. Sleeping Snorlax says, I'm a Snorlax guy. Munchlax should be a starter, but the game would be harder. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I think Munchlax is going to be a part of the early part of the game. So I think I just wanted to do 2 packs to start things off. I want to get right into the PowerPoint on this one because I think today is going to be a quick one. I know Surge is going to be going live today as well. And I want to make sure that I'm finished my workout by the time I'm watching Surge because I sent Surge some mail and he's going to be opening it up live today during his stream. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. So I'm going to drop it now down into the display and then we can get the PowerPoint going. Start from beginning. We've got Pokemon Legends of Arceus, the new game for the Switch. Legends of Arceus is the title for it. It is going to be releasing this Friday, January 28th, 2022. Very, very excited. Jedi Master Squirtle says leaning towards Rowlet as the starter. Ooh, let's go. The god tier Rowlet that Ash had part of his team on the Sun and Moon anime. And then also I like to say every PowerPoint that I appreciate you all who watch the Pokemon, any of the content. I appreciate anyone who is watching the channel. So thank you so much for stopping through, even if it is just for a moment. So starting off with the first slide, a little story background. So I'm going to try to avoid spoilers and just kind of go the context of the story. So this is taken from the Pokemon official website for the game. We have the map of the area starting off. This is going to be the Hisuian region. It's going to be the ancient Sinnoh region. So if people are familiar with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, it is going to be the same region as the Diamond and Pearl Sinnoh, just years in the past, which I think is very, very cool. I would love to see them do more of this concept for other areas as well, especially like the Johto region or even the Kanto region. I think much like Avengers opening up multiverse and Marvel opening up multiverse opportunities for storytelling in their movies, I think that time travel and going back in time in different eras for Pokemon and all of the variants, I think could open up a lot of opportunities for the Pokemon companies to remake new games that are different from the main series, but also still tap into the nostalgia. So we're going to see a lot of that in this game. So this is the same region as Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl. And then the home base of operations for this game, it's going to be set in the Jubilife Village. So you have the Jubilife City, which is like a metropolitan city in the main Diamond and Pearl games. But in here, it's going to be a rustic village, which I really like the vibes and the setting for this. You can see Mount Coronet in the background, and it's omnipresent and ever present in all of the scenes that I've seen from the game so far. So I really like that it's almost like a homage to Mount Fuji, and I really like that element, and I'm curious to see how it plays into the story itself. And then also, what I thought is really cool, this is going to be the commander, so the leader of the Galaxy team. You're going to be doing missions for the Galaxy team, which is definitely a reference to Team Galactic. So it's almost like, for those of you who've said, hey, I really want to play a game where we're part of Team Rocket. I mean, this is kind of the Pokemon company kind of answering that and kind of moving in that direction. It doesn't look like we're going to be the villains, but it's Team Galaxy, the ancient Team Galactic, is the people that we are going to be the team that's fighting for. And if you're wondering if Commander Kamado looks familiar, here's Professor Rowan from Diamond and Pearl. So they did confirm that Commander Kodo is an ancient ancestor of Professor Rowan, and there's going to be other links in the game like this. I really like the Komodo that Kamado is wearing. I love the Golduck on that, on the bottom of the kimono. I think I need to find a kimono like this with a Pokemon on it, maybe a Dragonite. I think that would look super sick. Yo, we got Feller Chris in the chat. Dude, I got an email stating that my order is coming in late. Oh no, Feller Chris, I hope it arrives. Did you order a physical copy of the game? Yo, we got Super Violins in the chat as well. What's up, Albino saying Violins? How are you doing? Let's go, Violins. Happy to see you. I love gold and silver. 16 badges, says Sleeping Snorlax. Talking about how after you beat the first 8 badges of gold and silver, you get to go back to the Kanto region with a time skip. So they did have time travel in Gen 2, actually. It's kind of, sort of. But at least covering, it's not really time travel, but a time skip, covering back Kanto region after the fact. I'd love to see them explore Kanto region before you play it in the Pokemon Red and Blue games. So maybe we could see that one day if Legends of Arceus is successful. So now gameplay. We're going to see in the gameplay a lot of differences from the main series games. A big one is that there's going to be wild Pokemon in the game. And not only that, we've already seen wild Pokemon in Sword and Shield, but these wild Pokemon can attack the trainer directly. And you're going to need to watch out for Pokemon when playing the game that have red eyes, because that means these are Pokemon that are going to be aggressive and look to attack you, the trainer. And kind of like Dark Souls, if you get knocked out in one of these games by a wild Pokemon, you'll lose some of the items that you're carrying. And it looks like items are going to be really important, the items that you scavenge in the game, almost like Monster Hunter, because you need to craft your own Pokeballs, which I think is a really cool element. Shout out to Jedi Master Squirtle, who was talking to me in the car about that yesterday, about how he really likes how the crafting works in this game, how you craft Pokeballs, because it makes sense that back in time they wouldn't have mass-produced Pokeballs that you could just buy at a Pokemart. So additionally, when you find and encounter wild Pokemon that aren't aggressive, you need to seek, observe, battle, and catch them. But you need to catch them more than just once. As part of this game, you're going to need to raise your research level of Pokemon, and just catching one of a Pokemon is not going to be enough to complete its entry on the Pokédex, which is going to be the main focus of the game. And I really like that you're going to be able to actually stealthily sneak up to Pokemon, and I've seen some items even being used like smoke balls and stuff to give yourself some coverage. Really cool elements that I like that they're incorporating into this game, and I like to see them go even further in this direction. Sleeping Snorlax saying hello to Feller Chris, and Feller Chris saying hello to the Legends and Jedi Master Squirtle. Love to see it. So also a new element of this game is that they're going to have ride Pokemon. So in Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu, you were able to ride certain Pokemon on your team in place of the bike. But it looks like they're going to expand on that even further, and it looks like these are going to be important mechanics of the game. So you see here there's going to be the new Hisuian Bravery that you're going to be able to fly around like a paraglider, and you can see there in the bottom right of this picture some wooden Pokeballs. But additionally, there's going to be other Pokemon that you can ride, like Wordeer and also Basculegion. So you can even swim with the Pokemon as well. And I think that these Pokemon are going to be important battles as part of the game, or maybe objectives for them to earn your favor as part of the game, which I think would be really, really, really cool. So these elements kind of remind me of Breath of the Wild. If you're familiar with Breath of the Wild, after you beat each of the dungeons, you would communicate with one of the Spirit Guardians, and you would get an ability from them that would help you traverse the world. So one of my favorites was from the Falcon guy. He let you lift up into the air and fly around for a little bit and glide, get some altitude. So really cool that I think that they're borrowing a lot from Breath of the Wild in this game, which, no surprise, a lot of games in 2021 and 2022 are going to be doing that. Yo, Old Time Poke is in the chat. Let's go, Old Time Poke. How you doing? So ready for this game to be released. My copy was ordered day one. I got to ask you, Old Time Poke, where did you pre-order the game? Because we'll be talking about it later in the PowerPoint. There's a lot of different PowerPoint pre-order options, and I haven't decided which one. I'm going to need y'all help in the chat. Fern P says players gonna play. Absolutely, Fern P. Happy to see you in the game. Or in the chat. So changes from the main games. There's going to be a lot of differences from this game that's going to be different from the main series game. So one of them is going to be the main focus and the goal of the game is that instead of battling 8 gym leaders, trying to collect all the badges, make it through Victory Road, defeat the champion, and become the Pokemon champion yourself, the goal of this game is going to be to research and study Pokemon to complete the Pokédex. So you're going to be doing missions, you're going to be doing investigations and studying Pokemon for the professor in the background there for the Galaxy team to try and increase your understanding of Pokemon. So really cool direction for this game. I really like that, and it reminds me of Monster Hunter. So additionally, there's going to be boss-like noble Pokemon in the game. So here's an example that they've shown off. Lord of the Woods Cleaver, who's going to be a really cool encounter. I think this is going to be one of the earlier ones. And these are going to be a mix of battling them yourself as a trainer using items, but also using your Pokemon to weaken the noble Pokemon in battle. So then you can use the items to try and finish them off. So I really like how these encounters look so far from what I've seen. We've only seen a brief glimpse of them, but I like how they blend together your trainer and your Pokemon working together to defeat them. And I really like when bosses have intros like this in video games. Old Time Poke says, yo, feller Chris, and also, hey, yo to Godhead. Yo, hello, Godhead 420. How are you doing? Super Violin's dropping the fire. I love to see it. Nice, Jedi Master Squirtle, but is it playable yet, says Old Time Poke. Not yet, but soon, this Friday. And then also, like we said before, there's not going to be gym leaders, but there's going to be wardens. The wardens are going to be individuals who are going to kind of replace gym leaders in this game, and they're going to look after the noble Pokemon and be their guardians in the region. So, Sleeping Snorlax, I know we were talking about the Munchlax earlier. Here you go. It looks like one of the first wardens in the game, their partner Pokemon is going to be a Munchlax. So, I'm wondering if this is going to be like the tutorial warden, the first one that you encounter in the game and kind of teaches you the mechanics of how it's going to work with the noble Pokemon. Sleeping Snorlax says, Old Time, you going to be streaming this game? Yeah, let me know who all is going to be streaming this game. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of us on that Friday release day. Trow69 is in the chat, says, what's giggly? AlbinoManatee, Mr. PowerPoint himself. What's giggly? Everyone in the chat. Happy to see you, Trow69. I am doing great. Just excited for this game. Are you going to be getting it, Trow69? Let us know. So in addition, some additional changes from the main game we talked about, or actually to go a little bit more into detail about researching the Pokemon, we talked about that it's not going to be just catching the Pokemon. You're going to have to do other things. So here's some examples from the game. This is for Shinx. To raise the research level of it, you can catch the Pokemon up to 15 times. It looks like that counts as points. Numbers defeated. also defeating it with ground type moves, which are special effective against it. So I like that some of these tests are it looks like they're kind of oriented towards newer players, younger players, newer to the game series, to kind of teach them some of the basics, like, hey, use quick attack with this Pokemon, or use bite with this Pokemon, or evolve it, or use super effective Pokemon against it to battle. So really, really like how they're incorporating this, and there's a lot of games that I play now that I wish they did a better job of teaching people how to play the game. Destiny 2 is one of them. Trow Fam-O, says Dave in the chat. Let's go. Love the enthusiasm, Dave. Old Time Poke says, absolutely will be Snorlax. I wanted to start streaming Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Just been so busy, haven't figured it out all yet. Let's go, Old Time Poke. Well, no rush. Whenever you do, we will be there to watch you. And if you have any questions or need any help setting it up, please do not hesitate to reach out, and I would be glad to help offer what assistance I can. G-Dad Old Time Poke in the house, says Dave. Absolutely. Let's go. Which game is that, says Trial69. This is Pokemon Legends of Arceus, the new game that's going to be releasing on February. So, one of the most important questions, if not the most important question of every Pokemon game, is going to be starter choices. Which one are you going to pick? And speaking of changes from the main series games, this is the first one that's going to have starters from past games, but different generations. So really, really interesting. We're going to start off with a lot of people I think are going to lean towards the Cyndaquil, an awesome, awesome Pokemon from Gen 2, Gold and Silver. Let's go. I know a lot of people, Dave right off the bat said he was going for the Cyndaquil. Raise your hand also if you're going to be a fan of the Cyndaquil. It's a tough choice. I am such a big fan of Gen 2. I am really leaning towards the Cyndaquil, but I don't know. It's going to ultimately depend on going to be some of these final form evolutions. So additionally, coming in from Gen 5, Black and White this time, we have the Oshawott. So super cool there, the Oshawott Gen 5. I'm a big, big fan of Black and White as well. What am I kidding? I'm a big fan of all the Pokemon games. But Black and White, I really love the RPG-like story of it. I think Samurott is a super, super cool Pokemon. Ultimately, it's going to kind of depend too on how these final forms look in the game, how big they are. Because sometimes you have the idea of how big they are, and then you see them in the actual game, and they're either massive or small when you don't expect it, and that can kind of change your opinion on the Pokemon. So it's ultimately going to be the final version of the game, and the personality that they have in the game. But I do think Oshawott's super, super cute. All these are cute. Yo, we got Pokeballer Mike is in the chat. Let's go. I was watching Ric Flair videos on YouTube and somehow I ended up here. Weird. Let's go. The hype man, Ric Flair. I wish I could take a page out of his book. Woo! Got to do the Ric Flair woo for you. Let's go. Pokeballer Mike is in the chat. Let's go. How are you doing, Pokeballer Mike? Had a great time in your stream on Saturday. That was an awesome one, watching up all those Starbirth awesome polls. Glad we were able to get a couple. You were able to get a couple on your list there. Super, super cool. If y'all have not checked out that stream already, you need to. And now, the final starter, the final option, the Rowlet, the grass starter from Gen 7 Sun and Moon. I gotta be honest, I do not know what I'm going to decide when I play through this. I don't know. I've chosen Oshawott before as my starter when I played through Black and White, and I have used Cyndaquil as in a playthrough from Gold and Silver before as a kid. So I don't know. I might do Rowlet just because I've never played a game with Rowlet as the starter, but I'm curious what you all are thinking in the chat. Which starter Pokemon are you going to go with? Sleeping Snorlax says, I love the energetic Pokemon like Oshawott. Totally, me too. That's one of my favorite starters, Totodile. Sleeping Snorlax says Squirtle and Chikorita are also energetic. Totally. I'm going to go for whatever water Pokemon there is, says Sleeping Snorlax. Let's go. Oshawott, just don't do it for me, says Dave. Oh, no. Well, I love the differences of opinions. Cyndaquil Gangster, says Dave. Let's go. Old Time Poke dropping the skulls for Mike. Let's go. Sleeping Snorlax says, Mike, Suicune, sup, bro? Let's go. Hey fam, how we doing? The Sleeping Snorlax, Dave, Jedi Master Squirtle, Trow69, Rita Carter from Pokeballer Mike. Love that from Pokeballer Mike saying hello to everyone in the chat. What up, Snorlax, says Glalie Games. Let's go. So the big question is going to be, what do you choose when this face is in front of you in the game? Ah, man, I'm leaning towards, right now, gun to the head, I'm leaning towards the Rowlet just because I've never chosen before. But ultimately, it's going to be a game time decision, and it's going to depend on those final forms. Vito, says Pokeballer Mike. Glalie Game says Cyndaquil for me, and Cindy will go Rowlet. Her fave animal is an owl. Oh, that is awesome to know, Glalie. I did not know that. Glalie also saying, what up to Trow? Love to see that, and saying hello to Pokeballer Mike. Let's go. Rita Carter hugs Glalie. Love to see the positivity in the chat. Feller Chris is saying hello to Rena Carter, Valor Fennekin, and Pokeballer Mike. Let's go! Trow69 saying, what's Giggly Glalie? So we got to talk about, of course, with any new Pokemon game, the new Pokemon coming out in the game. And so this one, I know I keep mentioning Monster Hunter, but very much like Monster Hunter and also the Galar region and also the Alolan region, we've got variant Pokemon. So some new typings on some existing Pokemon. So starting it off, we've got Zorua, Zoroark as normal and ghost types, which I think is really, really interesting because of the contrast against dark type, which was their normal form before. These are originally dark Pokemon in their original form from Black and White, and now we're seeing them as normal and ghost. Then we've got the Voltorb, so a little bit more normal on this one. They're just mixing in one element. We're not seeing as big of a shift as the Zorua and the Zoroark, but I think the Zorua and Zoroark, I think we're going to see alternate arts of at least the Zoroark. And my prediction is there's going to be a Zorua on the artwork as well, and I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm looking forward to pulling that card one day, calling it here now. I'm curious. I want to see predictions in the chat. What do you all think they're going to make alternate arts off of based off of this set? So now after the Voltorb, we've got another one I'm excited to catch. We've got Growlithe. So mixing in the fire and the rock type, I really like that they're going with the Chinese dog influence aesthetic on this one. I think it looks really, really cute, and I am looking forward to seeing the Arcanine form in the game. I hope that the Arcanine can be a ride Pokemon, but I doubt it if we're already getting the Wordier. The Wordier looks like he's going to take kind of the ride land form, but still, maybe we can see the Arcanine, maybe even the Arcanine as a noble Pokemon boss fight would be really cool. They haven't shown us off the noble form, the Growlithe evolved form, so I'm going to predict that's because the Arcanine is a noble Pokemon fight in the game. Can confirm I love Rowlet and Owl, says Cynthia. Let's go. Love to hear it. Trow69 says Cyndaquil got me. The Zoroark Hisuian line is interesting, says Valor Fennekin. I agree. Pokebar Mike says, Feller Chris, sup bro? And yo, what's up, Ryan? To Super Violins, totally. Super Violins collecting all those the Duraludons out there, becoming a Raihan trainer in real life. Can't wait for this game, bro, says Jimmy D in the chat. Let's go, Jimmy D. Happy to see you in the chat, and I hope you're feeling a little bit better, my guy. I know that you've been going through some stuff. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Jimmy D? Happy to see you, and I'm looking forward. I hope that you plan on streaming this game. Definitely want to watch you. We got Don Apollo in the chat saying, oh, I think Don Apollo is just a spammer, is maybe a bot there. But hey, we got another new Hisuian Pokemon. We got the Hisuian Bravery, so this one is going to be Psychic and Flying type. We saw it earlier as one of the Ride Pokemon in the game, but I really, really like the design of the Bravery. I thought Bravery already to begin with was a really cool Pokemon. I think this might be a Pokemon that I include on my team as part of the game as actual playing Pokemon. I seen you up there. Just figured since we talked like 20 minutes ago, didn't need to see hi again. But hey, says Old Time Poke. Let's go. I know what you mean, Old Time Poke. Sometimes when you're jumping around, you're hanging out with people in other streams, and then you see the other one. It's like, hey, I was just already talking to you. Is this going to be the time Goodra finally gets an ultra rare, even if it's the Hisuian form, says Super Violins. Would love to see it. That is a good prediction. A VMAX Alt Art Goodra for Super Violins. Can we see it? That would be a super, super sick sight to see. Let's go. Dave's dropping the hearts. Old Time Poke's dropping some hearts. Susan's dropping some hearts. Feller Chris is dropping the hearts. Let's go. Love to see the hearts in the chat for Jimmy D. Appreciate y'all, Albino, and everyone else. How's everyone doing? Let's go. I am doing great, Jimmy D. But how are you all doing in the chat? Old Time Poke waving hello to JD. How's it going as well? Which ones you got, Mike? Says Valor Fennekin. That Pokemon Mike says Valor Fennekin, Super Violins, a lot. I'll send pics and you guys can discuss it. Let's go. So also, there's some new evolution forms. So we're getting new evolutions of existing Pokemon. So Stantler is going to be able to evolve into the Wordier. We're seeing him as a Rise Pokemon. Basculin is going to be able to evolve into Basculegion, also a Ride Pokemon. And then we're seeing Scyther is going to be able to evolve into Cleavor. So Rock Bug type there. We saw him featured as the Lord of the Woods, a noble Pokemon. So really, really like these new evolutions, and I'm curious to see what more we're going to see. I definitely do not think these are going to be the only new variants or the only new evolutions. Yo, Pogo Dude, how are you doing? Happy to see you, Pogo Dude. Enjoyed your stream the other night and hope you're having a great day. I am having an awesome day. Pogo Dad, are you going to be getting the Legends of Arceus? Valor Fennekin says, bro, Hisuian Bravery going to be awesome. Totally, Valor. I agree. I love the design. I love flying Pokemon, I'm realizing. So we got to talk about, with all this hype about the game, we got to talk about the pre-order bonuses, because I have not yet pre-ordered the game, and I need to decide. I need your help in the chat. Which pre-order bonus should I go for? So y'all know we love the cards. So option number one, if you pre-order the game through either Japan, Amazon, or Play Asia, I'm going to have links for all of these. I'm going to upgrade or update the description. Actually, they might already be in the description of the stream right now already, but they're also going to be on the sources slide as well at the end of the PowerPoint. But we've got the Play Asia Arceus V promo, and I think this is the one that I'm leaning to, because as I spent way too long over the weekend looking up the values of the Dragonite Game Boy promo after the Evolution stream, and Surge mentioning what Dragonites I don't have. Then that set me off on a crash course of looking up all the Dragonites I don't have in that Game Boy Ken Sugimori artwork promo. And I'm just sitting here like, man, in 20 years, am I going to be sitting here wishing I had this Arceus V promo, even though I don't collect Japanese? And the answer is probably. So I'm thinking probably the Play Asia is the way to go because the cards. But I might then have to wait for a physical copy of the game. I got to look into a little bit more. I think it is digital version as well, but I got to double check. I know Pokemon Center, though, is offering the Arceus plush, and that is very, very tempting as well, because I do love me some plushes. And I do like the sitting plushes as well. So very, very tempted on the Arceus plush from Pokemon Center. I know that Jedi Master Squirtle did the Pokemon Center order, and I think also Krustle did as well. But that's not all. I am also a sucker. You're going to learn I'm a sucker for a lot of things. I'm a sucker for in-game cosmetics, and I'm a sucker for Dragon Boys. So if you pre-order it from Amazon, you can get a download link for a Garchomp kimono set. And I'm a sucker for kimonos. So I'm a sucker for all of these things. So I'm like, oh man, Dragon Boy in-game cosmetic kimono set. I'm tempted on that. That is a very, very tempting offer. But I'm thinking still, I should probably go with the Arceus card. And then the last one is from GameStop. Art card sets. Not as exciting on this one. If you really, really love the art of this, I think it's nice that they include these. But I think that there's going to be a lot of secondhand offerings of these on eBay for cheap. If you're really, really interested on the art, and maybe even different, if you're really interested in the art, there might be better collectibles to go for. I think looking at all of this, I'm kind of leaning towards the Arceus promo card, but I'm curious what you all think. Old Time Poke says, I pre-ordered from GameStop. Pogo Dad says, I am getting the game, but I have no way to stream it yet. He says, ooh, interesting. Maybe looking into a little card can extra, capture card action. Jimmy D says, editing game stuff for my gaming channel. How are you doing? Ooh, let's go. What are you editing? Is it some Kingdom of Hearts? What are you playing? Blade Freak says, Pokeballer Mike, I need to focus up on completing my Evolution Alt-Art collection. It'll be a lot of Evolving Skies for me now. LOL. Right there with you, Blade Freak. A guilty as charged. OMG, that Arceus plush, says Super Violins. So Super Violins. And Rena Carter says, got the plush one. So I like this. We are very divided. Everyone has got different things that they are going for. Very, very interesting. Seeing some popularity for the plush. An important thing to note about a lot of these offers do expire on the 27th, so make sure that you pre-order if you're interested in any of these things. Make sure you get them before the 28th Friday. Thursday is going to be your last day. AlbinoManatee, remember how we talked about that being the Arceus alt art? Well, that artwork looks like a lot like the art in the alt and Brilliant Stars Starbirth. Just seems like the angle is different. I totally agree, Pokeballer Mike. I totally agree. It looks very, very similar. I wonder even maybe if they just did like a close-up shot of the Arceus on the mountain. You might be exactly on the money on that one, Pokeballer Mike. I remember that community post from you as well. I pre-ordered mine through GameStop. Don't think there's any bonus, says Pogo Dad. You will get these art sets, but I think that's only if you order do it in store. It might be in-store pickup only for the GameStop. So also there are additional early purchases bonuses. So these aren't pre-order bonuses. These are just for anyone that buys the game before May I forget that it's coming up, but you have the Baneful Fox mask, which I really like this one. It's a Zoroark themed mask, so really, really cool in-game cosmetic. And then they also have another kimono set, so they do have another in-game cosmetic set for kimonos. They've got the Growlithe kimono set. So maybe I don't need the Garchomp set because I might be rocking this Growlithe kimono set. Looks super, super cool. Love the colors on it. And you have to buy the game before May 9th, 2022. And you have to play the game for approximately 2 hours to get through the basic tutorial of the game and unlock the mystery gift feature. And if you're not familiar with mystery gift feature, it's a gift that's it's a feature that's built into a lot of the Pokemon games, where if you have an internet connection, you don't have to have an online membership, just you have to have an internet connection. You can get gifts, download DLC, things like in-game cosmetics like these masks and the kimono set. So super cool, and I'm looking forward to adding both of these to the collection in-game. So as always in these PowerPoints, I like to include the sources. So we have the official game site, we've got pre-order bonuses, we've got Amazon, Play Asia, GameStop, and the Pokemon Center. If you were interested in any of those pre-order bonuses and you have not already pre-ordered, you can use the links in these sources to find those options. And now, questions. Does anyone have any questions for the stream? I would say first one, if there isn't heavy amount of shipping charge, making a top hardest missions compilation on Vice City. Oh, wow, Jimmy D. That sounds like a really, really interesting video. I definitely want to check that one out when you drop it. That sounds very, very cool. Pokeballer Mike says it's similar. I agree. Good luck with Pokemon Center, says Jimmy D. I hear ya. The Pokeshed says, Trow69 still here in Australia, bro. It's our GameStop here, LOL. Pokenate says, I might pre-order soon. Ooh, let's go, Pokenate. How are you doing today? How is your day going? Been doing stuff on that channel recently. Can't wait for so many games this year, including Arceus, Gotham Knights, Elden Ring, and much more. Let's go. A lot of awesome games are going to be coming out this year, Jimmy D. I could not agree more. Ooh, I know this one, Pokeballer Mike says. Arceus, yes! This is Arceus. The silhouette of Arceus. What is your favorite Hisuian form? Not a trick question. I think the Bravery violins. I really like the Bravery design. So I'm going to go back to the Arceus of the Hisuian forms. Great question, Super Violins. I think the Bravery, I like the less is more approach on this one. It's very minimalist. I think it looks really cool as a shiny. And you can immediately tell what typing they added to it from the Psychic Eyes. I think they nailed it. And also to begin with, Bravery was Before, it was normal and flying, which wasn't, in my opinion, the most exciting typing. I think psychic and flying is really, really cool because that's the first I can remember since Xatu. So great question, Super Violins. What's a Pokemon? Where do they come from? And why does my bank account go down every time I see these Pokemans at the stores I shop at? Old Time Poke. Great question. Great question. And you know why? It's because the Pokemon Company has conditioned us. They created a game where you have to catch them all to win. They conditioned us to go to stores every time we go to a new town. You want to go to the new store. You want to spend your money. They give you all this money in the game. Every time you beat another trainer, you get money to spend at the next town that you go to buy some more Pokeballs. Even if you might not throw all the Pokeballs, it's just nice to have them in your bag, right? Because you never know when you might run into a shiny Pokemon. And that's the Pokemon Company has tapped into our brains. This is all part of the master plan. Great question, Old Time Poke. Pogo Dad says, I'm excited to play the game, though. Totally. Pokey Nate says, Pokeballer Mike and the Pokeshed, nothing much. Hope everyone doing great. Albino doing good. Hope you doing good also. Love that positivity, Pokey Nate, and glad to hear that you're doing good. Yo, we got Max VMAX Plays is in the chat saying, what's up, everyone? The Bird Keeper is in the chat. Let's go. Happy to see ya. Panda, let's go. You had a fire stream yesterday where we're hanging out with Jedi Master Squirtle. He had it playing the awesome Gengar giveaway. And so glad Broke Ace and the Poke Twins was able to win. I know that feeling when you're doing a giveaway for a really, really expensive card like that. You want to, it's nice to give away the cards, but you want to know that it goes away. It's going to like a real person that participates in the community. And I mean, what better than Broke Ace and the Poke Twins, the absolute legends. So super cool. I always love when the giveaways work out like that. So I think that is going to be it for today's stream because I know that Surge is going to be streaming today. I want to get a workout in and I want to be able to catch his stream and watch him because he's going to be opening up some mail that I sent him and I am excited to see his reaction. It's not as crazy as the sheesh packages that Surge sends to everyone, but I did think it was fun. I did have fun putting it together, so I don't know. I want to see it and I hope you all enjoy it as well for those of you that do happen to see it. So that is going to be it for today's stream. I will be back tomorrow, and I am not decided yet on what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. It's going to be gameplay, but we have two options. Option number one, Pokemon Unite. I am currently 2 ranks away from being master, and classes. I am the 1 rank away from being master, but I'm 2 classes. So I'm like 3 wins away from being the highest rank in the game competitively. And I might try and go for that on Tuesday, tomorrow. But the catch is when I play Pokemon Unite, I mauled and I rage. So that's a little bit, that's a little bit of what the back of my mind I'm a little worried about. Option number 2 is that I would play, and I know a lot of people have requested this as well, Pokemon TCG Online and take on challengers. So if like Old Time Poke is free, Glalie Games is free, if any of them want to challenge, anyone in the chat as well, I'll take on open challengers. So we got options. I want to do some more gameplay and playing with you all in the viewers. Ryan Miller, a lot of others, anyone really that is open to challenge me. So maybe even we can do a little mix of both. Maybe we start with the Pokemon Unite, see how it's going, switch over to the TCG Online. We got options, but I want to mix in a little bit more gameplay. This week is going to be a bit of a gameplay themed week because we're also going to have Legends of Arceus on Friday that I'll be streaming on release day, and I don't want to miss out on Thursday. We're going to have the Nuzlocke content, but don't worry, there's going to be a lot more Pokemon openings to come because we still have February 4th, the next Friday after, not this Friday, but next week, that Friday is going to be the 500 subscriber giveaway. So a ton of awesome stuff that we're going to be giving away on that day, like an Evolving Skies booster box. So really, really excited for that. And Hope to see you all there, and looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow as well, and seeing some of y'all in Surge's chat as well. So peace out, everyone, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Let's go. Peace out. Wait, I'm coming back for one more thing. One more thing. Encore. Encore. Ranking of Kings. I forgot to mention this. New anime. Just started watching. The art looks ridiculous. Do not judge a book by its cover. Absolutely recommend this story. It's the story about a world where all kingdoms are ranked by how strong their king is. And this is a young prince who is deaf and a little simple, you might say, or at least people think in the town think. And it's his quest to become the #1 king of them all. I've watched the first 3 episodes of it, and I think it's fantastic. I know the art looks really, really silly, but it's off to a great start. If anyone's looking for a new anime to try, something a little out there, Ranking of Kings, definitely recommend it. Okay, now peace out for real. I got to get ready for the gym. Hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your day. Maybe he's not going.